now I'm going to be talking about the horse area project. So right off the bat, the first thing, in order to show your horse, they're going to need 3 vaccinations for sure. They're going to need the 5-way, West Nile vaccination, and rabies. Those 3 need to be updated, be like a month before the show. I'm pretty sure it is. So usually people do those around like June time, or whenever, let's say you already know when your horse is scheduled for them, do them then, but it has to be before you show. And you're also going to need a certificate of so that way they know that you actually got them. So you're just going to want to ask your vet for a certificate of an inspection that you guys did. And also, at one of the horse clinics, at the last one I think it is, they started having a vet come. So let's say it does need shots, then the vet can do it there or inspect it, and then you already have that done. And so another thing, not really in order to show your horse, but like you're going to obviously need to go to one horse clinic for sure, which depending on how this all lays out, if we have one, hopefully we do. So but at home, you can still even just keep your horse active, because you're going to need to do that in order to show. So working at home, like if you have fields, maybe a hay field, work in there if your parents don't mind, or set up maybe just a little arena. It doesn't need to be huge. You just need it big enough to lope small circles, trots, walks, just work on the basic stuff, because your horse just will need something to really help it learn and work on. So that is what I would suggest for that. But the vaccinations and certificate is the one thing you absolutely need in order to show. One other thing that you are required, this sheet, it's labeled Iowa 4-H Animal Care and Management Disclosure Statement. It's in order you bring this and your certificate to the show, and you either say no medications or yes, medications have been taken care of and treatments since May 15th of that current year. So by May 15th, you have to be because this is when you sign up for your classes and stuff. So you'd be or your project area, you say, oh no, they haven't had them yet, or yes, they have. And if they had, then you will write them in on the bottom and say who did it. And then you're going to need signatures, and you're going to want to bring that too, but that will be online. And it might not look exactly like this, but you should, before May 15th, when you sign up for your project area, you will have a horse one. So you're going to want to look at that and just kind of figure it out from there. It's pretty self-explanatory, I'd say. But you're definitely going to need to bring these 2 things in order to show. And they might not take them both, or they might not even need them both, but just take them just to be 100% sure, and you don't because you don't want to get there and not be able to show because you don't have them. So you're going to want to need those. And you will also, a different thing they did last year with the horse classes, is for your number for halter and showmanship. You obviously will still have it on your back, so that way the judge can see your number, and because that's how they place you, by using your number. And then also, trying to find, you're going to need an armband. As you can see, it's right there on my left arm. And you are going to need that in order to show too. So you always put on your left arm, your high arm. So here's another picture, me riding to left arm. And you just wrap it around your arm. And so for this year, we had the numbers on our back, but this year they changed it to both sides of your saddle pad. You just will hook it on there. But for showmanship, you can see that my number is still on my back because I'm on the ground, and for halter. As you can see for this past year, and my number on my saddle pad, and I had one on each side, but I still had my 4-H armband on my left arm. And so you can see the other side of my saddle, a little bit of it you can see. But then on halter and showmanship, you always want on the back of 2. And for, let's say now I'm doing English, you still want your number on your saddle pad, and your armband on your left arm. This one you can't see it because that's just my right arm, but it's on my left arm, so you need it for all classes, your number, and your armband. One other thing to add about the horse show is when you sign up for classes, you can sign up for as many classes as you want, and your horse might not be good at games, let's say, like barrels or poles, but you could still do it for the experience because there's not an entry fee for the classes. So that way, maybe your horse, you could start teaching your horse to learn it, or it'd just be another fun thing to do, and it won't penalize you or anything. It would just be a good experience, and it's good to try new things. I hope you guys learned a lot, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I can hopefully answer them for you. And thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot.